I still remember the exact moment her words hit me like a punch to the chest. "You'll never be her real dad," she said, her voice cold, almost satisfied. My chest tightened, and for a second the world seemed to pause. The little girl I had loved as my own, the one I had kissed goodnight, cheered at her dance recitals, stayed up late helping with homework, was saying I didn't belong. I wanted to argue, to yell, to cry, but all that came out was silence. I left the room slowly, trying to mask the storm brewing inside me. My mind raced, every memory of our family together flashing before my eyes, now tainted with doubt. Had she ever truly seen me as her father? I thought I knew what love was. I thought my loyalty, my patience, my unwavering presence counted for something. But those words cut deeper than any insult I'd ever heard. The next days were unbearable. I watched her from a distance, trying to understand if this was a phase, a cruel joke, or something more. I found myself questioning everything about our relationship. The way my wife looked at me, the way our daughter smiled at me, the secrets I hadn't noticed. Suspicion and fear gnawed at my stomach. My mind, usually so logical, began spiraling into worst-case scenarios. One evening, I found her sitting quietly on the couch, scrolling through her phone. There was a tension in the room that I couldn't ignore. "We need to talk," I said softly, not wanting to start a fight but needing answers. She didn't look up immediately. When she finally did, her eyes were guarded. "You've been distant," she said. "I feel like you're not part of this family anymore." Her words were a mirror of my own thoughts, a bitter echo. I swallowed my anger, forcing my voice to stay calm. "I need to know why she said that. Why she thinks I'm not her real dad." She hesitated, a flicker of guilt crossing her face before she masked it with a shrug. I didn't mean for her to say that. Maybe she's confused." Her explanation felt hollow, but I nodded, unwilling to erupt just yet. I had to stay composed, if only to find the truth. Days passed, each one stretching into an endless loop of doubt and sleepless nights. I watched for small signs, texts she hid, calls she answered quickly, the way she avoided eye contact. My instincts screamed that something was off. I began retracing steps, piecing together moments that didn't fit. And then I saw it, a string of messages exchanged late at night, between her and someone I never expected, someone from her past, someone I thought was gone. My heart raced as I read each line. The betrayal wasn't just emotional. It was intimate, deliberate, and undeniable. The realization hit me like ice water. The words from my daughter had been the truth reflected, not just a child's confusion. My wife had created distance, knowingly or unknowingly, and now the pieces fell into place. The laughter, the excuses, the cold shoulder, it all pointed to something darker. I confronted her that night, my voice steady but icy. "I saw the messages. I know what's been going on." She looked at me, and for the first time, fear replaced her arrogance. "It's not what you think," she started, but I cut her off. "Don't lie. I trusted you, trusted us, and now I see what you truly think of me." The conversation escalated quickly, our words sharp and unforgiving. I demanded honesty, needing every hidden detail. Her admissions poured out in a rush. Months of secrecy, stolen moments, and betrayals I couldn't have imagined. I felt every emotion at once. Heartbreak, anger, disbelief, grief. The person I had devoted my life to, the person I thought loved me, had shattered that life in 100 invisible ways. But beneath the rage, I felt a flicker of clarity. I realized that my love for my daughter, for the family I had built, didn't hinge on her choices. I was still her father in every meaningful way. I was the one who had been there in sickness and in joy, the one who had offered guidance, comfort, and unwavering support. That love couldn't be erased by betrayal. In the following weeks, I focused on rebuilding what mattered. I spent late nights reading bedtime stories, early mornings making breakfast, afternoons helping with homework. My daughter began to warm up again, her laughter returning in small doses, her hand finding mine without hesitation. I watched her bloom in ways that reminded me why I fought to stay present, to remain her anchor. Eventually, the dust settled, though the scars remained. My wife's betrayal had changed everything, but it had also revealed something vital. Love isn't about being blindly accepted. It's about showing up consistently through pain and uncertainty. I had failed at nothing in my commitment to my family. That truth, quiet and unyielding, became my shield. And when my daughter whispered one night, "I love you, Dad," I held her tight, remembering the words that had once cut me like a knife. They no longer defined my worth or my role. I was her father, not because of biology, not because of promise, but because I chose to be every single day, even in the face of betrayal. The betrayal had tried to rewrite our story, but I had written the ending differently. With love, with truth, and with an unshakable bond that no secret could ever undo.